If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Right, Mason?
That's right. Welcome to Still Doing Happy Hour. Welcome to episode 147 of the Still Dripping Happy Hour.
147.
It's been a while. It's been a wild week. 2 weeks for me.
Well,
You
you were
didn't see
sick
my
last
face on
week.
here last week, and boy, let me tell you, food poisoning, no joke.
That's
I
for
didn't know
real.
it. I've had it once before, and it was like a 48 hours tops thing. That lasted, I got it Sunday night. It lasted till Thursday midday. It was nasty.
What did you eat?
Chicken from Kroger.
Eek.
Like the home
Not
chef
shout
chicken.
out. Free.
Mm-mm.
Not shout out.
That was terrible. It was my own fault.
Like the rotisserie one, or you had to?
No, it was like the home chef that they already have it like prepared. And it was one that was like too close to the expiration. I got it anyways, and I was the only one in my family. I ate one piece, and I was like, "This doesn't taste good."
You big
And
dummy.
I paid for that one piece the rest of the week.
You big dummy.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
I'll say. Let's just go ahead and say it and start, or go ahead and say this to start. We're getting. If y'all knew all the adversity we often overcome to make this thing happen, it's crazy. It's like sometimes
Amen.
it feels like there's a gremlin that doesn't want us to do this, and thus we're 21 minutes late. So if you're watching live, you can send in your little stuff.
Shout out
and
to Drippin' Bourbon watching live right now.
Drippin' Bourbon, Fry Guy. I think he's got some. He wants to hop on. Fry Guy's family and friends that watched last week. Yeah, give us some stuff, especially when we do the inside the box. Mason had to switch, so we're not going to have slides. It's going to be bad radio. A lot of this is going to be off my phone, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we'll bad radio it, and you know what? That'll just have to suffice for this week. It's the end of the year. We wanted to close out strong, and we will next week. We're hoping to. Speaking of next week, hey,
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it.
Let's open air meeting right here. What time are you available to do the pod?
Well, it sounds to me like your uncle says 4 to 6 is the best time.
Yeah, and we could always.
So I
hang
think
out
we try to
after.
do it close. I think we should try to do it as close to that as possible.
Yeah.
Also, depending on how many people and who can come. Next week should be pretty chill. I think most people have a really light work week. And so that, let me just verify that that's going to work. But he seems to think 4 to 6 is going to work best. And so I think we should pull that off.
The quietest time is what he said. So yeah, if we can do it around there, and then maybe we can hang out a little bit after.
Yep. So tell your friends you're listening to this. If you're in India and you're in Ukraine and wherever the heck else people are, that's what we're going to plan on. Let's do 4 to 6 next Thursday.
Post it. I'll post it.
We'll post it
tomorrow up on the Instagram. All the details. We'll do everything there. Address, all that. It's in Spring Hill. It's called Mission Cigar. That's all I know right now. We'll figure it out by tomorrow. So,
but we're having our first official
also
club meeting.
Yeah, first official club meeting. It'll be a good warm up for another live show that we.
Let's just go ahead and talk about it, because I think that's a good way to.
Okay, go for it.
Let's do it. Honest. Okay, so one of the things that, one of the relationships that I think we've been really wanting to be involved with, and we have a very good connection, is with Slim and Huskies, especially since they had the Nike collab. We are going to go do a live pod at Slim and Huskies. Probably, I guess it'll probably be the Hickory Hollow one, the OG. I would
Oh,
suggest
the
let's do the
OG
OG.
over by TSU.
Is it? I thought
I think
the Hickory
so.
Hollow one's the second one.
I believe so.
Well, we're gonna go
I
wherever
could be
they want
wrong.
us to go, but
We'll ask them about it. Yeah.
they agreed and said, "Hey, come into the shop," and we said, "Yes, that sounds great."
Yeah.
So we can do another one there at sometime early 2024.
Amen.
So that'll be a good one.
Drippin' Bourbon's just pulling in all the comments today.
Let's go. What's he saying?
he got bad chicken from Kroger too last week. So we got one there. Slim and Huskies coming to the factory at Franklin.
Okay.
I did see that. That's pretty dope. That's like their 6th, 7th store, something like that. And he confirmed that Hickory Hollow is the second one.
Okay, got it. Well, Mason and I live closest to Hickory Hollow, so maybe it'll be Hickory Hollow. Let's make it Hickory Hollow. That's the one I've been to. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I also, so we were at the Music City Vintage 5-year extravaganza. Was that last weekend? Man, that seems like a year ago.
Yeah, that was last weekend, I think.
And we walk
2 weekends ago.
We walk in, and that's the first time I'd seen the Slim and Huskies Nike collab in hand and in person. And I just feel like I'm going to have to end up getting them. It's not an obligation.
Should have just given you my pair.
It's not an obligation, but I just want, man, I don't know. I just want to support my community, and I think I can do that in a small way by rocking those shoes, and I would wear them. It's not exactly my vibe. The pink and the tiger print, like it's not exactly my vibe, but you know what? I'll wear them because it's Slim and Huskies. They got a Nike collab. How many people can you know and have a conversation with that have had that before?
Oh yeah,
not many.
Something that was very, very brief, and it was just like a hot second mention in our Marcus Fairbanks episode, was there's a Friends and Family Slim and Huskies.
Ooh.
That is black with orange tiger stripes. That's what he said.
That sounds
a tiny little nugget, but I've never seen it. I've never seen the shoe. I can't find it anywhere. I've searched for anything under Nike.
Well, we'll get it from the horse's mouth. We'll get
if that's
exclusive
true,
coverage.
Yeah, I want to ask about that because that would be insane. That sounds really cool.
That sounds super dope. That's coming. I feel like we're gonna make the Shoeseum thing happen in 2024. Mason, what was our goal? You had a goal, because I didn't have a goal.
Yeah,
what was our goal
year,
for? It was like 24 guests.
Episode, it was 2 guests a month, or roughly 24 guests. And we came up short.
Did we?
I think we got halfway there. I think we got 12 guests this year.
1 a month's not bad.
No, it's not. But we're gonna get 2 a month next year. We'll cycle some because we need, the first round of guests that we had for the first year and a half weren't on video.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's an issue. We got to get Josh back. We got to get Jenny back on. Justin from Music City Vintage wasn't on video. Nashville Man, all those early interviews weren't on video. So I want to get them back, especially for a good top 5. A top 5, we would go crazy when we saw some people's top 5s.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, nobody else got to see that. So, D Goods, get D Goods back on. All those people. We'll get 24 guests in 2024.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
I see what you did. You know what? I think I'm going to shoot for the moon here. And I got 2. Now that we know that we have a connection with Brandon Miller, I would love to have Brandon Miller on, who's from our hometown, mine. And I really want to have Jelly Roll. And I think we've got 6 degrees of separation between.
We've got like 2 degrees, apparently.
It's well, there's not a lot of separation. The guy seems to love to support local. He's Antioch. I hear all the time people see him in Laverne and around where I live.
I'm sorry. My girl in our small group is Jelly Roll's cousin as well. So
I feel like we can get Jelly Roll. I feel like, and
That
he's a
would be
sneaker
insane.
guy. I've said this to you. I haven't had. If you go through my iTunes, I've got tens of thousands of songs, and the only country I have is Jelly Roll.
Yep.
And that's, I don't know what that says about it, but it's kind of, number one, I'm supporting local, great
Yeah.
story, overcome. I mean, it's everything that we talk about that we love about people that have that type of story. But he loves sneakers, man. He's got a lot of sneakers, and so he's into the culture. That'd be a fun one. I would love to pull that off if we can.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I'm dreaming a little bit.
But as an aside, talked about this pre-show, but like Hayes said to kick off the pod, I had to switch over from the computer to the iPad. So everybody that works with Hayes at his government job, cut me some slack. All right, we know this audio isn't going to be great. We know that you're going to let us know about it, and that's okay. We want you to, but we're just letting you know.
That's great.
That we already know.
Get off our back.
Anyways,
Mason, can I tell you, listen, you're not even a sales guy. You know what you just did in the sales world? Do you know what that's called?
What's that?
It's called an accusation audit. You go ahead and you say it, and so they can't even say anything. You're like, oh, and then they almost feel bad, right? It's almost like, oh, the best description, like when I'm trying to teach this concept to people, I'm assuming some of the people that have heard this podcast have seen the movie 8 Mile. At the very end, the battle where Eminem says, "I am white trash. You did have sex with my girlfriend," and you're like, all that stuff. And then go ahead and tell them something they don't know about me. And he throws the mic to the guy, and he's like, that's what it is. It's like, go ahead and say all the bad stuff, and you should be a salesman.
Wow.
Have you considered that?
I'd be a good salesman.
No, you'd be a graphic designer next.
Yeah, that would probably be next. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a podcast host would be fun.
Yeah. Well, you're doing it. You just got to make some more money. We got to make any money. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a good catch up.
Yeah, that was.
For Inside the Box. Let's see.
You don't even have the thing. You can't do it on your.
Oh, I can play the Inside the Box. Make the people at Hayes.
What's inside the box? That's my shoe in the box.
Abrupt.
Cut.
And scene.
All right. Well, my first order of news. Ja Morant came back tonight.
Oh my gosh! I was going to bring this up.
His sneaker choice was very interesting. Pure
white.
What
was it called?
Angelic, almost looking, white and gold. I don't know what the colorway was called. I can look it up. But I just thought that was an interesting choice of maybe we're going to try to be the good guy now.
Well, he needs to.
That's what I read about it. Am I reading too much? Did it just match with his uniform?
Yeah, I just think he wanted to make a splash. Have we seen that colorway yet? I don't think we have. I'm not going to read more into it. I think it was kind of like that. But man, you know what? They're a completely different team with him. I'm a big Grizzlies guy. And
they are completely different.
I mean, now they're 7-19, right? So they got a lot of ground to make up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is how everybody thought it would be. I think they're about where they thought, if you're a fan, where they thought they would be without him for 25 games.
If you're realistic, a lot of people I heard saying they were better without him last year. And that was just totally false. It was such a stupid thing to say. But
it was such a stupid thing to say. Not only that, it was just if they were beating teams that they should have beat. It wasn't even
right.
You can't say that.
Yeah. So, I just thought it was fairly interesting. The colorway, everything surrounding that was. Hey, but when you come out on your first game of the season and scored 36, 8, and 6 or something,
and
like
hit
that.
a game winner,
yeah, you look pretty good. So
yeah, you look pretty good.
He's going to be out for some vengeance, I think,
and he should. Let's hope so.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Did you see the here, bad radio? Here we go. You sent these in, so you did see it. This was it a Mexico City skate shop?
I think it was California, was it not?
I thought I saw Mexico City. I
By the
don't
way,
know.
this was
Anyways,
Landon. Guys. Oh man, Landon texted this to us.
did he?
How many episodes have we missed Landon on?
It's been quite a few.
Man, Landon, come
A
on,
shop
buddy.
in Mexico. Yeah, that's right. A shop in Mexico. We're talking about the Powerpuff Girls, Nike SB. Let me just read this to you. A skate shop in Mexico gave customers a better chance at winning their raffle for the Powerpuff SB Dunk Low if they dressed up like the characters.
Show that picture again.
Here's the one off the top.
Oh, that's great.
There's a
so I
lot
saw.
too. It is. Oh my god, that's the worst one.
Oh, is that same dude?
I think it is.
Oh my gosh. So I have two comments. I don't know if I've ever seen a Powerpuff Girls episode, but if you're if you're majorly into Powderpuff Girls, then you're probably a weirdo. The other thing, did you see? I don't think it was the same skate shop, but did you see the other one that made them step on their boxes and put them on their feet?
Yeah.
You see that one?
Yeah, I saw that. There was a shop in Denver as well that they tore up all the Grinch boxes.
The Grinch ones.
And
I know a guy who hit on the red ones.
really?
Yeah.
I
didn't
even
try.
I tried today for the Travises.
I tried today as well.
No luck.
Yeah.
You would have heard about it already.
I don't know of anybody that hit, so I'm sure
Yeah.
they exist, but I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, back to I don't know how I feel about destroying boxes.
Does the box really matter? Does StockX ding you for a damaged box?
I guess that's
Do
what
they?
it is.
That's probably what it is.
Because I just I keep them in the boxes. Now,
Mhm.
those weren't like especially cool boxes, if I remember correctly. But I'd be pretty ticked if someone like one of the really cool boxes, like I don't know, like one of the KD boxes that
Reimagined
pulls
or the
out,
Lost and Founds.
Yeah.
Of all the ones that they are they even popping? Have you even looked?
I have no idea. It doesn't seem like much is going off lately, anyway. So
Not with the dunks, right?
yeah, I have no idea. I haven't. Didn't really care, to be honest. Didn't go for them. Didn't enter any raffles.
Don't give a crap. Not a powder puff girl. Powder puff.
Is it powder puff or power puff?
Powder.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's like a girl's makeup kit. They're small. The cartoon.
This Sneaker News says power puff.
Is it? I thought it was powder puff.
I have no idea.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Just saying.
But I thought that was the whole point.
one post. Wow. I think I've truly fallen out of love with the reverse Grinch now that we're switching back over.
The red?
I think it's too much red. I don't think it looks like. I love the Grinch, the real Grinch, but
it is Powerpuff. But I think they're like the size of. It's called anyway. It doesn't matter because I'm. Oh, they're not bad. They're like 290, 300. Really?
Hey, that's a lick.
These guys, I'll call it the Carolinas.
Yeah, the colorways aren't terrible.
Those guys are 340.
Wow. Okay. The eyes on the back kind of creep me out. It's a cool detail, but still creeps me out a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway. Here all this time I thought it was the powder puff, like powder puff.
Look at you,
anyway,
man.
It's a makeup reference, which they're little girls and they're anyway.
We probably need next then like a Air Jordan 9 or Air Jordan 10 collab.
Okay.
The powder blue. Powder puff.
Yes.
That's what we need next. If
Okay.
Reebok was running this, we would have already had it.
Wait a second. Say that. I'm sorry. My child walked out here and he's
all
mostly naked, and I was confused. Say that again.
I said next up we need an Air Jordan 9 or 10 in the powder blue colorway, so it can be the powder puff girls.
That's stupid. That's not funny.
Reebok would have
okay.
already done it, is what I said.
Why is that?
Because Reebok is known for some Power Rangers and all sorts of Hot Wheels.
I think that's Reebok.
That's what I just said. Reebok would have already
You
done
said
it.
Adidas.
No.
I'm sorry.
But Adidas has some bad ones too.
Children. Oh,
All right,
hey, look!
next
Wait! Look what my son has on. This is important. Show him.
Why?
Do you remember I told you this story?
Yes, that's a stupid shirt.
It's not a stupid shirt. It's a dope shirt. Love you.
Where's everybody else?
It's just me and Mason. We're
Did
just
they ditch you guys?
yeah. For tonight, they ditched us. Wow, roasted by the 13-year-old. Spurgo, shout out to Spurgo Billionaire from Philly that I saw on Shark Tank.
Did
That
he get
shirt,
a deal?
No, check this out.
For a reason.
He did get a deal.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He did get a deal. So I get that shirt. I'm super excited. I pull it out the package, and dude, I mean, I'm a solid large, extra large, right? It's a
That
large.
shirt wasn't even close to fitting you.
That's why I gave it to him. It wasn't remotely close. And it's tight. It's like an athletic fit. And it looked like, you want to talk about a medium. I looked in the mirror and I was like, there is no way in
A can
heck.
of biscuits.
I'm a can of biscuits. It looked like, fat guy in a little coat. I was like, this is embarrassing. I'm not wearing this. So he was like, of course, he knew the story because we watched the Shark Tank together. So anyway,
Oh man.
I had this. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, we got to see the Spurgo Billionaire. It's dope quality. Just
a little tight.
sizes run small. Let's say it like that. I would need a 2X to fit into it, probably.
Oh, next up on the docket. Have you seen these new Kanye West Yeezy pods?
Nope. Show it.
Oh man, it is the sock shoe, and it is not good.
That's how big it is?
Yeah, and you can barely see it, but bad radio. There is a slight sole on it. I mean, you
I
can
see it.
kind of see.
What's the third picture?
Oh, it's just a different angle.
I have all kinds of questions.
Yeah, I don't know who would wear these.
Is it called the
Right.
sock shoe?
It's called the Yeezy Pod.
The Yeezy Pod.
Yep.
This is news to me.
His first post Adidas footwear drop is now available for pre-order. What tells me is if Kanye's doing pre-orders, then he's worse off than we thought.
He's always done pre-orders, right? He did that with the Gap, I think.
Was there pre-order for it?
Yeah, I think so because I ended up with 2 or 3 hoodies, and I feel like it was pre-order.
Hmm.
That doesn't surprise me, dude. He's
Okay.
not better. He's not worse off. There's no worse off when you're. He's not worse off. His popularity might have taken a little bit of a dip here, but relatively, right?
I would say he is worse off than when he was selling billions of dollars worth of shoes for Adidas.
But worse off is relative when you're at that level.
Agreed. He's not worse off than me. I didn't say that. Actually, in his mental state, he might.
What
be.
would it
I'm not
cost
sure.
you? What would you do? Did it say how much they were ordered or how much they were?
$200.
$200 for the knee highs?
for the knee-high sock boots.
Do you put them on like a sock?
I would imagine that's what it looks like.
What is the
It looks
purpose
like
of them?
you remember
Would be
when
my
KD was
question.
warming up in like the
Oh,
KD
yeah.
7 that came all the way up like past the thigh highs.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
Those were just to get a reaction, right? Half of the time, I
Yeah,
feel like
he never wore them in a game either.
it's the court of public opinion, right? You put this teaser out and you see what the reaction is, and then maybe that's what it is.
Maybe,
right?
Yeah, could be.
I would love to know the context of when you are supposed to wear those. Like, what is the appropriate setting?
Yeah,
to wear
that is a very good point.
Pods.
What's the point? I mean, what is the point?
Look, man, here's the reality, Mason. You and me, guys like me and you, we are far from what I would call cutting edge. We are largely.
I mean, you got that right.
Listen. We are late adopters, is what we are generally. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't understand that because we can't. We don't live in LA. We're from Middle Tennessee. We are simple-brained, male, middle-class people. We don't understand that. Someday we might. We probably won't ever.
Probably not. Is it an early adopter thing, though? I feel like early adopter has to be a product like on the cutting edge that is going to be mainstream.
You mean like that sock shoe?
Like that sock shoe's never going to be.
It could be. You never know.
No, it's not. I know for sure.
We don't just people like me and you that aren't open-minded or diverse enough. We're not the ones you should ask. People hate the middle class.
I actually disagree because I would call you and I in a political term, the silent majority.
We are. I agree.
The fashion forward people, look, this is why. So the silent majority is never going to buy this shoe. The elite aren't going to buy this shoe because it has Kanye West's name on it. Like the elite.
So who does that leave?
Kids who have their mom's money to spend.
The people we hate.
Kids wearing Spurgo. That's whose.
Don't say that. Spurgo is legit, man. Go watch Shark Tank.
Okay.
Don't put Spurgo in the same category as the Yeezy pod because it's not.
Okay.
You could put Spurgo in the same category as FUBU, maybe. Just not.
Okay. Is that who invested in them?
Yes.
Yes,
it is.
All right, fair.
But all that to be said, to wrap this part up, we can't have a comment on this shoe other than negative because we aren't the audience. We are not the cutting edge.
That's
we are
fair.
the slow, old. I like change generally, but we're just not early adopters of stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not his target.
Yeah. Moving on to I guess a merge. I don't even know how to say that. It's not really a merge of old school and new school, but we talked about it last week with Fry Guy. The Mac attack, or what they want to call it, Cactus Mac.
Cactus Mac.
It was all fake, right?
I think it was just a publicity stunt.
It was all fake, yeah.
It had to be. That's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, who are the idiots that are buying that this is real?
I agree. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like McEnroe could get a little heated.
I mean, he's that type, but
yeah, everything.
These shoes are absolutely dope. I went for my size. I was going to sell them, but this is what we're talking about. These came out today.
Yeah.
So far, it's not too crazy. I mean, has anything been crazy in the last? Man, this is really bad.
Yeah, here I got you. I got something up right now.
So right now you can get them for $360. They were 120. So what 140, let's say 145 with shipping. But that's
Yep.
my size. So that's 12. I mean, this is as good looking of a Travis Scott shoe as we've had in a minute, and it's affordable.
To me, I would just like the regular colorway, the non-Travis Scott ones of these better. I just
Really?
think
that Fry guy has.
I just think this is extremely like it's worn its welcome out. The backward swoosh to me is worn its welcome out because
Okay.
this is lazy. Like it's the same exact shoe just with a backward swoosh. Like we're not getting like any other treatment of like I think it's corny, but the sixes had like a sash pocket on them and different materials. This is the same exact shoe. Like you can get this without the backward swoosh. And to me, I'm not a huge Travis Scott fan. I just think the backward swoosh is kind of lazy on this one. Like he put his logo on the back. Like, could
Dude.
you have any less time spent on this shoe? Like I could have created this. I don't want to wear a shoe that is so dumbed down that I could create.
You
know?
can get these Travis Scotts right now on StockX for $135.
What's that? I can't. Is that the Bo Jacksons?
Shoot. Yes. Why is my
Yeah.
thing so
I mean, that's a cooler shoe to me
$135?
because it has the shroud that comes on it. Like there's details on it. It's
It's
not a shoe
different.
for me, but yeah, it's like he actually did something with the shoe. This is literally a backward swoosh and that's it. And to
I
me,
would
it's
go
just
this
like,
color before I would that other one though. And these are
Yeah.
only 150.
yeah, like I just to me the McEnroe Travis Scott. I don't feel like anybody who knows who Travis Scott is doesn't know who McEnroe is, and anybody who knows who McEnroe is doesn't know who Travis Scott is before 2 weeks ago.
Dude, that's why that's even more evidence that that whole thing was just a publicity stunt. It was
Yeah.
just to sell sneakers.
And so I don't know. I'm not in love with this shoe. But I mean I did go for it. I would probably just sold them just to get the other ones, but
I'm the opposite. I love this shoe. I like it. It's gray. It's different. I like it. I would have worn them. It would have been hard for me to actually sell them.
it's because you're a hype beast now, right?
I mean, I have a Supreme beanie on, so I guess so. I guess I am. But I have a Grateful. Hey, you know what?
There you go.
Hey, free shout out. Use our code Still Dripping TN. I've had 4 people told me they're getting some Grateful stuff for Christmas because they wanted it. And they
That's
didn't even
awesome.
know what Grateful was. So it was because they've seen me rock it. Made me very excited
Did you
because
tell them the discount code?
I got to tell them the discount code and I got to tell them the story of why Grateful exists.
Yeah.
Which is not just
That's
because
awesome.
it's cool stuff. It's a purpose.
Yeah. We need to see if we can get Raymond on.
Ray. Come on, Ray.
Yeah. All right. That was a lot of sneaker news packed in really quick. Is there anything that you have?
Yes. Go to the Instagram because you are being able to pull it up better on your phone than mine because whatever reason. So do the one that has got the wolf shoe concept. Do that one. Check this out, guys. What do you think about this? It's a loafer. No, that's not even the half of it. It's a loafer that is shaped to be like a dog. If you are not watching on YouTube, shame on you. But it's a black loafer and the end of it looks like a puppy dog. And there's no way in heck I'd ever wear these. Am I wrong?
This is a fake shoe created by AI.
It's just great. Come on. It's just a It's just
I don't even know where you find this stuff.
I don't know either. Instagram. Go to the Fortnite sneaker. So Fortnite making a huge comeback in my house since they went back to the allegedly, or whatever you want to call it, OG season 1. Check out this Fortnite sneaker.
What's the 1992?
Doesn't matter. Look, they're boots. Check this out.
They look like snowboard boots.
Yeah, snowboard
They
boots.
might be.
Oh, you can wear them in the game. It's adjustable. Watch it. Now watch it on foot. It's polo.
This is so stupid.
It is. Oh, it's got a P wing on it.
Yeah. Up on the.
It is a sneaker that is. It's just worthless and stupid. Look at that
There's
shoe.
only 300 of them.
Oh wow! I wish I had them. That's the 1992. Is the P wing? Man, they're
Okay.
great. Fortnite, but Fortnite making a comeback in my household. Everybody's getting V-Bucks, and I actually played once for the first time ever, and I got 13th. Mason, are you impressed by that?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, out of 100. Out
pretty
of
good.
100. Is that solid?
Yeah, I guess so.
I was
I
proud.
think so. Yeah, 13th out of 100 sounds pretty good.
Yep, I'll take that.
87th percentile there, I think.
Appreciate that. Go to the one right above that with the Super Baby, the Bape Super Babies. Check
This
these
is
mischief.
Yeah.
Shocker, mischief. Check this out, guys. Watch this reel. Do they look massive in hand? What? Oh,
It's-
boom.
They made baby shoes for adults is what.
They made
is.
baby shoes for adults. Mind you, this is the same sneaker company that put human blood in a shoe, and they did the big
red
boots. But go to this one more time. Let me see it one more time. Oh yeah. Oh, look at the packaging. Oh, look at the sole.
These are not
Oh
cool.
my gosh.
These are not
this
cool.
is
Stop.
so basically, is this the next evolution in the dad's shoe? Is the baby shoe?
I don't believe so, but it's just a fad. Mischief
But-
has a great niche, but it's not more than that.
When you mean niche, do you mean psychopaths?
It's more than that. I feel like they have psychopaths, and then
I feel like that psychopath.
there's like a separate, like, just doing this for attention crowd.
Which I would also call that psychopath.
And then there's just the crowd, and I would put Trey from Music City Vintage in here, and I would put you in this crowd too. And I know you have never bought Mischief, but that will say something or wear something just to get a reaction from people. And it's because it's funny, because that reaction's likely to be awkward and funny. And I feel like Trey and yourself are very much of that variety. And so those are the three Mischief customers. If you
fair.
break down their target market, that's
I
what
don't think I'm the Mischief customer, but I do follow what you're saying. I do stuff mostly. Do you want me to teach you something right now? If you're listening to this podcast and you've never heard of the Enneagram, you should do it. It's been the best, most effective thing for communication in my whole life. It's a personality test. Yeah, right. Blah, 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 blah. I get it. I understand. I understand. But I do things most of the time because I fear above all else boredom. And I hate being bored. And so I'll do anything to not be bored. And so that's what you're saying is I'll do stuff like that just because I think it's funny. But the opposite is I'm just a little bored. And how do you do that? Is you stir up something, right?
you instigate.
You stir the pot. It's a character flaw. It's not a good trait. I talk about my flaws all the time on this podcast. That's what that is. It comes out in things like I would buy those baby shoes just to make somebody mad, just because I would want, because it's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Making people upset is funny.
Well, that's, I believe, all we had in terms of Inside the Box. But we could stay on sneakers and go into our first top 5. What do you say? First top 5?
Can we outside the box? I got something I got to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We can outside the box.
We need also it's been brought to my attention that we should have an outside the box lead in. Also
make it like 6 bars too long.
You should. Also, we should have an intern lead in, according to the new intern.
So he's making demands already. Okay.
It's not demands. He's good, buddy.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
I
kidding.
know you are. He's a good guy. Anywho, oh shoot, what was I about to say? Oh, outside the box. Outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
So something happened. And I said, I'm going to have to be a little bit vague in case somebody has listened to this or listens to this podcast. So
you don't get Keith. So you don't get Keith out.
No. Because part of it could be a Christmas surprise.
Oh, okay.
And so I don't want to blow it. Okay. So we last week, it came to my attention. Here's where I struggle telling this story, but it is important because what I want the takeaway to be is that we live in a country of abundance, and everybody is rich, right? And even relatively, if you've ever been to a third world country, the homeless people in America, they're doing all right. Related to, I've been to places where people eat out of this, or they drink the same water that they bathe in. Not that happens it doesn't happen in America, but nonetheless. Okay. So that's my reference point with what I'm about to say. But I did discover a few people that I love that have never had any sneakers or any Jordans specifically. And I have this thing that I've talked about in the past where if I add a pair of sneakers, I subtract. I just give some away. And maybe you could argue that I was in my feelings because it's Christmas time. And even though I don't love Christmas, I do love giving. I love it. It is one of my favorite things to do. And so I walked in on Monday morning and I gave away 3 pairs of sneakers, and 2 of them, one of them is probably going to be a gift to somebody. And so I'm not going to say that one.
Gotcha.
And I'll say it could be related to Fry Guy, but Fry Guy's a 14 and I wear a 12. And so that's what I got, 12. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, the first dude I give a pair of sneakers to, he is super excited. This is his first job out of college. He's never had a pair of Jordans, and he immediately takes them out of the box and puts them on his feet. And I was like, that's the kind of person that okay. The second one, and I'll say the name of the shoe because it's this person is from Cleveland or the Ohio area. Loves LeBron, but it makes sense because that's where he's from. And I gave him my LeBron 10 corks, and the dude almost cried. You'd have thought I put a whatever you want to call it, and he was thrilled. He sent me the nicest letter I've ever gotten. And I say all this to say, not about me. I don't want you to miss that. How many of us are sitting with a bunch of sneakers in our closet that we don't wear, we're probably not going to wear, and you can make somebody's whole Christmas, whole month. And it's a little thing like a pair of shoes that you're never going to wear. You might have worn 2 or 3 times. So that's what I don't want you to hear this as, oh, I'm so good, and I'm not. I want you to hear it as, think outside yourself. This is not a scarcity thing. There's somebody that will get a lot of joy about those shoes that are sitting in your closet that you've worn once or twice, or you might never wear ever again. So it's not even the right thing. I'm not saying do the right thing. I'm saying live in a sacrificial way is what I would say. And if in giving up something, it's got to hurt a little bit, or it's not a sacrifice, right? And I mean that relatively as it relates to shoes. I mean, what we're talking about is freaking sneakers. This doesn't matter at all. And none of this matters in the slightest. But I want to encourage everyone to be looking for ways all the time, but especially right now, that you can make somebody's life a little bit happier for something easy. Because I know most people that listen to this have sneakers sitting in their closet doing nothing.
That's a good point. Yeah.
That's
Couldn't have said it better.
That's my more than sneakers moment.
That was beautiful. Wonderful.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, now I think we can maybe move into some top 5.
Whatever you think.
All right. We talked about this. I think we did last year, but I'm thinking about changing it. I had told you we were going to do top 5 Christmas shoes and top 5 Christmas songs. But do you want to do worst 5 Christmas songs?
Yeah.
Seems like that might be more fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
All right. If you've got, I've got my top 3 worst Christmas songs.
No, let's just go. I get one, you get one. I get one. Let's do 5.
Oh, together?
No.
Okay. Our own 5.
This is 1v1.
Okay. All right.
Who gets the first pick?
I only have 3, so I'm gonna take the first pick.
Look, the first pick. Okay, yeah.
It doesn't really.
It's an obvious. The first pick is so obvious, but go ahead and take
for
it.
Worst Christmas song.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know if it's obvious, but my least favorite Christmas song of all time is "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas."
Oh,
the way that girl sings that song, it's got to be the worst. Please share with me what is worse than that.
How about "Baby It's Cold Outside"? The date rape
Okay, that
song.
was on my list.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I agree.
That is objectively the worst song, but the other one is just awful to your ears. This one that's horrible. Terrible for humanity. I agree.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. There's so many questions. Now, unless you hear the Shirley Temple, I think that's the OG. Shirley Temple.
That's the one I'm talking about, but her voice is awful.
Yeah, but have you ever seen the video of that? She's like on an airplane. She's getting passed back and forth from airman to airman. It's not creepy.
No, it's
absolutely it's one of the creepiest things you've ever seen in your whole life. You already hate. I already hate Hollywood. It'll make you hate Hollywood. This is an awful song. I don't think it beats "Baby It's Cold Outside" though.
I mean, that's just like a cringy, awful song.
Okay, is this a snake? Do I get 2 picks right here, or do you get the fourth?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research to find my other worst.
All right. Well, then I got another one. It's easy.
Yeah, go for it.
So, "Baby It's Cold Outside" is only first, or this is only second to that, and that is "Santa Baby." The most entitled, floozy, I would say, song ever. A ring, okay. And I don't mean on the phone. Oh, shut up. I want I want a plot in the mind, Santa Baby. So she's asking for all this crap. Basically, she just wants a sugar daddy. So how's that any different than Baby It's Cold Outside? It's just as bad. Oh, but it's because it's about dudes. Like it's not. Oh, yeah, right. Got it. The door swings one way. It can be. It can't be offensive to a white man, middle class white person, man, or any man for that matter. That's not offensive. It's bullcrap.
Okay. Yeah, my next one was the Chipmunk Christmas song. That's a bad one.
Okay,
I don't like hearing this. We're on different wavelengths of bad Christmas songs.
I don't think we are. Can the whole context of this section should be I hate all Christmas music. I don't. I hate all of it. I hate all of it. I don't particularly like Christmas. I've gotten in trouble in my household. I can't tell you how many times over, even this year, about my lack of
magic.
I don't care. I do not care about Christmas.
That's a shame.
I'm a hard pass on Christmas. All that means that I hate all Christmas music. It plays throughout my household and in every car I get in since Thanksgiving, and I hate it every time. So I hate all of the songs. So before you think, oh, blah 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 blah, listen, Mason, I hate all of them. I think they're all bad. I hate Christmas music.
You got a real Grinch in here.
I'm a little Grinchy.
All right. If we're doing Snake, then I have never heard of this song, but this just popped up on my list. Have you ever heard of this? This is Santa Claus has got the AIDS.
No.
That's a Christmas song. I'm sorry if there's children listening to this. I should have made a disclaimer. It's by Tiny Tim.
The AIDS?
The AIDS.
He called it
Okay,
the
this is
AIDS?
actually like a terrible song. So take that off my list. I don't even want to be associated with that song.
Tiny Tim was probably gay. I mean, so it makes sense that he would make a Santa Claus has got the AIDS song.
Recorded in 1980.
Oh, yeah. Think Philadelphia. Tom Hanks. Before it was cool to be gay.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
People
I
getting
really
AIDS left and right.
I apologize for bringing that one up. That was.
Have you ever heard that song, or you just read a list?
No, I just read a list. And
Oh,
just
that's
the
your
name
problem.
itself.
That's your problem here.
Yeah, you're right. I don't agree with most of this list, but I would probably put that at number one if, yeah. Anyways, that's all I've got. I'm shutting my list down after that one.
That's fine. We can call it. You threw me for a curveball
Yeah.
with the AIDS. Never heard of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend listening. I'm not going to go listen to that.
I was just going to say Jingle Bells just to make people mad.
Do you have, I know you don't love Christmas music. Do you have
I hate it.
like worship songs that you enjoy, like that are about the Christmas story?
Probably, but I'd have to think about it a little bit.
Okay.
I will tell you the Christmas songs that I can deal with are the ones from the 60s. So for instance, my favorite Christmas movie is Gremlins. And at the beginning of the song of that movie, no.
Wow. He is here. He's back from the dead. Ladies and gentlemen, Landon Parrish.
What's up, fam?
What are you doing?
I mean, I heard there's a podcast tonight, so I couldn't miss it.
What are you doing up this late?
At the last 5 minutes of the episode.
We had our office Christmas party tonight, so I just got home.
Wasted.
Yeah, you know. I led Christmas carols for the entire executive leadership team.
Very nice.
Mason, blow him up. Blow him up, Landon. Mason.
Our top 5 worst Christmas songs ever.
I led one of them tonight. I had never heard of it.
It wasn't. What was that song that I just?
Santa Claus had AIDS. It's a real
Yeah, it
song,
wasn't
Landon.
Santa
No,
Claus got
it's
the
not.
AIDS.
It is.
Here's one for you. Oh my gosh, Tiny Tim. Is it a rap?
No.
Yes, I
Tiny
don't know.
Tim is this not straight person from the 60s and 70s.
Okay, I get down with that. Listen,
Anyways, just go on with your story.
Let There Be Peace on Earth. Have you
What
ever
song
heard of
is that?
Exactly.
Why did you lead it if you were the leader?
No, listen, it was by request of someone above me. So I led with bangers. You know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed
course.
Reindeer, Santa Claus Come to Town.
Little Drummer
Those
Boy?
are- Oh, that's one of my favorites.
banger.
Little Drummer Boy.
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Played my drum for him.
And then I ended the performance with I got one of those confetti poppers, and pretty sure it gave a couple people a heart attack.
Did anybody cry?
Probably so at the end, because we've led that. It's a very slow song. It's like just a hymn, basically. So it was like the benediction. It was the end. Had everybody stand and put their hands on their hearts, you know.
And then he came out with "Mary, Did You Know?"
Oh.
That's a good one. That's a quotable one right there.
Not to kill the moment, but this one time I wrote a Christmas song that was it was a Harry Potter spoof, and it's called Harry, Did You Know? And it was like, Harry, did you know that your baby... Anyway, go ahead, Landon.
Oh, man, that's all I got.
That's it?
What's the John Lennon song?
War is over if you want. Yeah. You don't like that one?
No, that's my favorite Christmas song.
Oh, my favorite is the Paul McCartney, one of them. Dum 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 ding 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 dum 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 ding ding.
That's a good one.
Simply
is a different kind of awful Christmas song. The one, and I never listened to it because it's so sad. The one about buying the shoes for when mommy meets Jesus,
or Christmas shoes, right?
Yeah, Christmas shoes. I think that's it.
They made a Hallmark movie about that.
That's a sad song.
I don't recall that one.
I mean,
do we want to hit top 5 Christmas shoes, or we want to sit?
Landon,
we're good.
Did you know that we're having a live event next Thursday night?
Yeah, I'm gonna be out of town. Kind of sad about it. Sorry, I'm gonna be in Texas.
Texas.
It's on the 28th, right?
Yep.
I'll be coming back into town from Texas.
Can we see you at any point in the holiday season?
We didn't know you were still alive before today.
Yeah, I'll probably reemerge like summertime.
Summertime, but you're out of school right now.
No, I still gotta work. I gotta work through the week.
Me too.
Grind don't stop.
What about next week?
I'll be out next week. I'm off Friday.
But you're in Texas.
I'll leave for Texas. I don't know. I've got to ask Anna. It's her family. I got to figure out when we leave.
Okay, well, we'd love to see your beautiful face, and I'd love to give you a hug at the live event.
Yeah,
on
I'm so sad.
The 28th.
I need to double check
from
and make
4
sure.
to 6 at what's it called, Mason?
Mission Cigar.
Mission Cigar.
Right on. Where's that located?
Spring.
Give him the address.
I'm going out to Spring Hill. Have you booked your flights yet?
I don't love it either, but it's a centralized place we're going to do it at.
No,
It's
there's
not
nothing
really
central.
centralized.
There's nothing
Yeah, that's
central
not
to Spring
central.
Hill.
Yeah. It's almost in Alabama.
Well, is there a different place we should do it? Is there a different place? Rooted.
Landon? Ooh, if we could do Rooted.
You could absolutely do Rooted. Especially because they close early, right? They close like 5 o'clock. Yeah.
Hey, we've got Slim and Huskies asked us to come do one in the store too.
Dude, I saw that. Okay, that makes me happy. I thought Slim and Huskies was next Thursday, and I was super down. But I don't mind missing the smoke shop. I'll come out for some Huskies.
Yeah, you
Okay.
haven't had a cigar either. I thought you were going to be my first time cigar buddy.
No, never.
Never.
Swore 'em off.
Insurance. It's insurance.
Yeah.
What about pot?
Just for the record, I'm gonna say no.
What about meth? Meth? Anything with a spoon? Anything? Needles? Anything?
Lyndon, have you ever injected anything into your vein on your arm
I've had
or
doctors.
or between
Plead
your
the
toes?
fifth. Just plead the fifth.
I'm kidding.
I'm clean, man. I'm what is it? Straight lace, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we're over time. I feel like Landon needs to lead
Went
us
off
to
the
the foot of the
rails.
cross and like, what do we need to know? How
Y'all.
can we help you?
Y'all, Kanye West about to drop a new album, and it's fire. This might be the best album since Life of Pablo. It might be better than Life of Pablo. He did a listening party out of nowhere in Miami. Was supposed to go on at 12 o'clock Central. Ended up going on at 2:30 a.m. Central because no one had an aux cord for them to hook up to his phone. I kid you not.
That's not
It's
true.
not.
Don't eat that. Don't eat no.
It's
That
so
is
true.
not true.
There's a
That
recording
is-
of the DJ was live tweeting the whole thing because he like asked this DJ from Miami out of nowhere that night to like DJ the thing, and he tweeted out and confirmed it's because they didn't have an aux cord.
That's no. He can't tweet that out because he's got to be the worst DJ ever if he doesn't have an aux cord.
That's the thing. Yeah. Why did he? But it was one of those things where you got it's the USB-C, like the
Right.
no one carries that thing around. So
The dongle.
Yeah, the dongle. But then he went out to Las Vegas and charged $2,000 per ticket for a listening session in a warehouse in the middle of the desert that got shut down because it didn't have permits. Police came out, shut it down, and people were out $2,000. He played like 2 or 3 songs. The album was supposed to drop that night. They pushed it. Now that he's saying New Year's Eve, he's going to drop it on. Who drops an album on New Year's Eve? Yeah.
Kanye West.
Yeah. He samples Backstreet Boys on the first track.
Already
Everybody.
got in trouble
Okay.
for that because he didn't get sampled.
Well,
Clearance.
I'm getting clarification that he actually did get clearance.
I'm getting clarification.
Yeah,
Do you
I've
have a
heard that.
source?
I've got sources. Yeah, I've got sources that he did get. Because at this point, we would have heard something about a lawsuit. It's been out enough that. But Nicki Minaj, she's holding the project up because New Body, which he's tried to drop it 3 times now. She's rewritten her verse 1,000,000 times. Like, he made Nicki Minaj. Like, he created her career. She won't clear her verse on it. It's a lame verse too. It's not a good track. But if she went on IG Live and tried to justify why she's not going to clear it. She needs to get out of here. Cancel her. His daughter North is featured on a track, and it's much better than Drake's son. Like, just absolutely, she smoked him. Absolutely. If I'm Drake, I'm embarrassed that I ever.
Well, to be fair, she's also probably 6 or 7 years older.
No excuses.
Okay.
So that's all I got. That's what I've been holding in my soul.
Okay. We're
it's
back
pretty
on to Kanye West. What about Kanye's new Yeezy pods? Have you seen those?
$200 already. I pre-ordered them. Size
Shut
medium.
up. There's no way.
You're full of crap.
There's a little bit of
You're
confusion.
full of
'cause
crap.
They didn't have real sizing. It was just 1, 2, and 3, and so his designer had to tweet out like 1 is like size 6 to whatever, and then to clarify for everybody.
What color did you get? Nude?
I think black was the only color
Oh,
option.
I assumed that you would have gotten a nude colorway.
If they had offered, I would not have said no.
Is there any words of wisdom you can give us? Because in all seriousness, we have missed the crap out of you.
It's been like 1 or 2 weeks, so
It's like been October. I think Halloween was the last time we saw you.
It might have been Halloween.
I mean, bless up.
That's it?
Be grateful.
That's all you-
Hug your family around their necks. Give them a kiss.
Okay, that's where we're getting. We're getting to the meat there.
It's the reason
All
for
right.
the season. Yeezy season.
Will you wrap us out?
Nah.
Will you
Oh,
create
crap.
a Christmas song for us that is about Jesus instead of Jesus?
Oof.
That's
Oof.
pretty blasphemous.
That's I don't know if I can take that assignment.
Mason, what are you thinking, Mason?
Oh, sorry, I just thought that he might do it just straight off the top.
Take us to the foot of Rick Ross.
Was Rick Ross at the cross?
Oh,
Oh man, I say we just cap it on that one.
let's just do it.
What a wonderful episode! Thank you for joining us for episode 147. Remember, go get your Grateful merch, man. Do they still have the mystery tees?
Oh yes, it's real cheap
It's
right now.
$8 for a mystery tee.
Well, anything if it's like $5.99 right now, there's a huge sale.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go get some stuff from the sale,
You should.
and yeah, everybody should. They're supporting a good cause. No more announcements. We'll see you next week at Mission Cigar. We'll post it on our Instagram. Hayes, let's
Yep.
figure out a time that we can be there.
4 to
And-
6. Let's just go ahead and call it.
All right, we'll be there 4 to 6 ish.
Somewhere in there.
We'll be there in that window.
Somewhere in that area.
Yep. All right. Thank you all, and we'll see you next week. Hayes, here's some music.
I'm not rapping.
This was our OG intro. Hayes, we're waiting.
I got a mask on. I'm spandexing it. I got spandex so I can breathe. I went to a Christmas party. I couldn't breathe. I got a wreath. I hung it around my neck. I got buckshot on it. I kill a deer and then I eat it for Christmas. I'm getting cold for Christmas. I've not been good for many years now. It's like I get cold every year and some poop. I've gotten poop definitely for Christmas. It's on my wish list. I wish I got not poop, but I keep getting it and some coal. Nat King Cole. Cole Norris Cole. I'm Chuck Norris, yo. I kick you down your door and kick you in the face again. I got a shin. I break your leg like a board, like I'm a karate guy. I'm a ninja man. I got spandex in the hand.
Wow. You really need to practice.
I mean, I haven't rapped in a while.
Yeah. We'll see you next week. Peace.